Hi everyone, today I have a video of a recent drawing I did. I decided to do a fresh Korrasami piece because the last one I did was kind of, it was just after the finale had aired, and it was in between the period between Korra and Asami is sort of getting together in the final, and there was kind of like a week where the fans didn't really know if it was meant to be interpreted as romantic or friendly, and then when Bryke actually confirmed it, it was like whoa. So but I drew my picture in between the finale happening and Bryke confirming it, and I kind of reserved myself a little bit because I didn't want to draw it and then for it to be like non-canon. So I kind of regret doing that, but so I decided to do a new Korrasami piece, and I really wanted to use my Copic Express It blending card as well, and I absolutely love this paper. It's absolutely fantastic, and if you watch my vlog you kind of know that. That's all I go on about. People send me it as a gift, and I bought my own pack now, and I'm just like, it's so good. So I've got enough to last me a small lifetime. But yeah, it's really nice to use, and it actually helps me want to do larger pieces like this. This was on the full sheet. It's letter size, US letter size, which is I think 8.5 by 11 inches, and it's not A4 size, so I kind of have to like work around that. But no, it's good. It's nice paper, and I really recommend it if anyone is sort of, you know, wanting to try something new with their Copics or any alcohol-based markers. It's really nice. But yeah, so I really enjoyed drawing this, and I kind of wanted to bring across the idea that Asami was falling off Naga and Korra was trying to hold on. So Korra's kind of like awkwardly scrunched up, and Asami's like, even though she's laughing, she's kind of like, she is falling off. And if it was like sort of a storyboard, then she would have probably fallen off like in the next sort of board. I don't know. I always try and convey like a story in my work, and it doesn't always happen, I don't think, like to my standard anyway, but I wanted to bring across that kind of like something happening, and I always try and do that with my work anyway. I don't like just creating just like static images, just one-offs. Like I like to always give a story or backstory to something that I'm drawing. I don't know why, but that's what I do. Yeah, I used my, it's the Fude brush pen, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's platinum, and it's got a grey end, and that's what I'm inking Naga with. And because obviously with her being like sort of a dark white, off-white colour, then I think a black outline would have been too harsh. And I really liked the effect that it gave in the end, so I used that, and then there's the Pentel brush pen, and then I use my Zig clean colour. I always forget the name of that, the Zig clean colour, to do her straps, and then I think Korra's hair and their skin I did with the Sakura Pigma brush in brown, in sepia. So I used like nearly all of my brush pens for this. The only other inking tools I used later on were a 0.03 Copic multiliner and the wine 0.3 wine coloured multiliner as well. I used quite a lot of inking tools on this, but yeah, I feel weird going back to a sort of normal nibbed pen now that I've used brush pens for so long. It's really sort of, it's kind of crazy. Just like going back to a pen that doesn't have like a flowing nib, it's really weird, and I just really enjoy using brush pens that much that I'm happy enough using them. But I struggle to get really tiny details because of how easily you could just press and get a big thick line. So that's why I still used my multiliners a little bit later on. You don't see it here, it's after I start colouring. And yeah, so it's good. I enjoy brush pens a lot, but I think you know that already. Oh, that is my scanner. Now I just bought that new scanner, and you'll see it in my vlog tomorrow, and it's basically just a hand scanner that you roll across your drawing and it picks it up. And it's amazing. I got it for £40 and off Amazon, and it does up to 900 dpi, which is fantastic. So this I actually scanned in, and scanning it in at 900 dpi, I was able to then make it into an A1 print. Don't think I'm going to make it into an A1 print, maybe like 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but it's just like, I couldn't believe how good that scanner was. The only thing that I didn't like was, because this is quite a bright piece, the details on Naga's fur were lost. So that's something I need to fix with either the white balance on the scanner, or I'm just going to have to try and like take a picture and overlay bits and then sort of like Frankenstein the whole piece together ready for print. It would be fine at the A6 size, but nothing bigger, and it kind of lost just a little bit of detail, but the scanner itself is actually amazing. And I think that's just an issue with scanners anyway. Scanners are never recreate real life that well, unless you have like a really expensive professional scanner. But I also bought some new Copics last week, and I didn't write down the Copic colours for this, I'm so sorry. But I've been using them a lot, and it's E81, E84 and E87, which I've been really enjoying using, and they've just come in really handy, and I'm like, what did I use before I had these? So it was worth getting them, definitely. I have very few cold colours in my Copic collection, so I felt it was necessary to sort of fill that gap in my collection, and I'm glad I did. Naga is almost entirely, she's W1, W3 and E81, as well as some blue that I'll put on her in a second, and that's B93. So it's another cold blue, and I just wanted to sort of like, the sky was obviously going to be blue, so I wanted to put some kind of colour into, even though like she wouldn't reflect blue in real life, that's kind of how I just do my colour anyway. Like I like to add colour into things where colour wouldn't necessarily be, and I feel like I'm getting a bit more experimental with my colours with Copics, just in tiny bits, just little bits, and sort of bringing what I do with digital into my Copic drawings. So hopefully I'll be able to do something a bit more exciting soon, like something where I'm not scared of messing up. I think everyone kind of has that sort of worry with traditional art because there's no undo button. Oh no. But let me see, what else can I talk about? This should be a print fairly soon. I'm doing a convention on Saturday called SunnyCon in the northeast, and northeast of England, not northeast of like the world, the northeast of England. So if any of my viewers are going, then hopefully I can see you there. I think the people who follow me who will be going are all my friends anyway. So I can't wait to see some of you guys like Franey and Brogan and Max, and obviously all my streaming friends like Donna and Zumi and Kate and Sophie and Holly and Liz, and oh my gosh, just like it's just one massive like big friendly gathering. It's just amazing, and oh, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to SunnyCon since the last SunnyCon, so yeah, I'm really excited for that. So this should be a print there on Friday, Saturday. I'm going up on Friday because setup's on Friday, but yeah, I'm really excited. And then I have one more show in July, and then hopefully my schedule clears up for August and September. I do have a small show in August, but it's not going to be like major, massive preparation, so hopefully I'll be able to do a few more different YouTube videos, and I'm really excited for that. Just like, come on, August, please. So yeah, I'm so busy right now. I barely found time to do this actual video, but I knew I needed to get you guys a video up this week, so I'm glad I did. Everything was against me getting this as a video. My computer crashed when I took the files off my camera. It crashed when I imported the files into Premiere. The lighting changed like 3 times in this video because I had storm clouds, and oh my gosh, like everything was against me. So I'm surprised it got done, to be honest. I really like doing Korra's hair actually. Like I tried to use as many colours as possible, because with Asami's hair I was like, oh well, it's kind of black, so what can I do for the colour? So I just added a bit of blue, and I felt like, oh, I should have added more colour to it. So I made sure I did that with Korra's hair, and I picked the wrong brown at first, and then I decided to add the green here, and then I just like went back. I think I then used N9 for her hair, like I did with Asami, just to sort of create a bit of shade on it. But I really enjoyed like making sure that I added blue to everything, and then overlaying the browns over the blues gave it a kind of cool effect, like a reflective effect. Like I said, like her hair wouldn't reflect blue like naturally, it's just like just how I'm trying to experiment with colours, but hopefully I'll get better at it. Something I could mention at the moment, two things actually. One, my online store is actually closed at the moment. I know some people have emailed me saying like, where's your store gone? But it's closed at the moment just because I'm too busy with people's print orders to actually get anything sent out from my online store. So all of the orders on my online store are going to get sent out, and it's going to be shut until probably the end of July. And also Patreon boxes have kind of changed slightly, so expect a video coming soon with regards to that, because I've added an art raffle, and I've slightly changed the boxes so that people receive more prints, but they just don't get to choose which prints. You kind of just get like everything that I've drawn over the month instead. So I think this month's boxes included like 5 or 6 prints of work that I've worked on, and it also helps me make sure that I do bring out new stuff every month as well. It's helping me, and you guys get more stuff, so it's kind of all good. I hope anyway. I hope people like it and appreciate that. It's just like I had too many boxes to do, and it was too hard to keep track of everyone's choices, so basically I've just asked, tell me your favourite shows, tell me your favourite games, animals, things like that, and I will draw something based on that. If you want something specific, you can ask for it, but like in regards to prints, they're all just going to be like the same each month. That's the only thing that's changed, but each tier now gets entered into a raffle that happens every 2 months to win an original drawing from me, so that should be good. And when I do the original drawing for July, then I will make a video explaining about the Patreon and stuff, so that should be fun. I've got to think what to draw, oh my gosh. I'd never drawn mountains before. Like obviously I've drawn a mountain before, but I've never like actively gone and done it in my artwork like this. I drew a mountain for Journey, but that was really stylized, so it's kind of not the same, but I was like, oh god, it looks so bad, it looks so bad, and I was trying to channel my inner Bob Ross. I was like, think mountains, think happy clouds. And it was just like, oh god, what do mountains look like? I actually used the artwork in the Korra art book to help me with the mountains in this, because I just love their backgrounds, and oh my god, they're just so good at artwork in general, like all the artists in the books. So, oh, here you can see me cutting out the Frisk film ready for airbrushing, because I airbrushed the sky. I probably didn't need to airbrush the sky, but I needed to get my airbrush out anyway. And I'm wearing rubber gloves this time, because every time I airbrush I get it all over my hands and it takes days to come off, and I end up looking kind of diseased. so I was like, yeah, I've got to get gloves on this time. But the Frisk film thing, like I've started cutting it out directly on the sheet instead. Like I finally just thought like I've got to do it, and I got the sort of the right amount of pressure so that it didn't cut into the drawing too much. The first test that I did, I cut into it so much that when I peeled the Frisk film off, the drawing came off like a sticker and it was really heartbreaking. So I'm really glad I tested it before I did it on this drawing, but it went pretty well. It was easier than what I was doing before actually, so I can obviously get to grips with learning about masking a bit better now, so that was fun. And the airbrush was it was going alright, but I didn't like the cloud that I did behind and I wanted to extend it, but obviously you can't, so I would have had to paint it in. So I just need more practice, and I really like the airbrush. It's a lot of fun and it's just something new to learn, and I should be doing a video about reviewing the Copic airbrush system soon, so yay! Here's the final piece, and I'm kind of happy with how it came out. There's a few things that I would change, and obviously there always is, but let me know if you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you later!